Hello and welcome to my channel. Today is Friday and it's almost 11:30 and I decided to film a weekend vlog because I have long weekend. I have three 3 days and why not to read and not to film. That's why I will try to do a reading vlog. I don't know how it will go because sometimes I just forget to film, but I will try my best. And as well, I thought maybe of doing a small readathon, maybe 72 hours readathon, but I will think about that a little bit later. What I want to show you is the books that I will try to read this weekend. So we have A Stalker by Lars Kepler. It is a Sweden author. I think he's from Sweden. And in this book we have a stalker situation, and that stalker turns out into a serial killer. And now we have Jonas Lina, who will try to find out what is going on here, because it's crazy. And I'm almost finished with that book. I think now I have maybe I'm listening for this book on my audio and I love it. It's now I think my third Lars Kepler book and it's just amazing. I love thrillers like this. I'm on the edge of my seat from the first page, and I just can't put this book down because I love it so much. So far it's up in the 5-star range, so very happy about this one. Another one is totally different from a thriller. It's a historical fiction. It is about a Queen Elizabeth. No, it is about a Queen Isabel of Spain. I think she's from Spain or Portugal. Yeah. So there's a lot of intrigue, a lot of political stuff going on in this book. We have a Elizabeth who is 13 years old and she's a sister of a king, Enrique, but he is such a bad king and everybody hates him. So there will be some kind of events, I don't know what yet, I haven't read it yet, but she will become a queen of that country, and I think this will be the story of her life. I'm on the page 30. It's very easy to follow the story so far, and it's interesting. There's already so much that happened in those first 30 pages, so I'm very happy with this one as well. Another one is manga that I'm trying to read. It is Black Butler by Yana Toboso, and in this one we have a 12 years old boy and his butler. Both of them are a little bit strange, and it's definitely a gothic story. At least for me. I heard a lot of good things about this one and I'm now read this far. I'm this far in the book, and to be honest, I'm not that interested. I feel a little bit bored. Usually I read manga in one sitting, but I read it, but I don't want to pick this one up again. Maybe I will read a few more pages and then decide, but this one is now sitting on the verge of DNFing. And another one that I'm already in a middle of so many books, so that's why I want to do a readathon and try to finish at least few of them. But on my Kindle I have a ARC copy that I've got from the NetGalley. It is the Nightmare Man, I think. I will show you the picture here. But in this one we also have I think it will be a serial killer who does the killings by the book that is written by one of the author who is strange himself, to say the least. I'm now around 20% of that book, and I'm very intrigued. I think I have read some similar story about the killer that was doing the killings according to the book, and hopefully this book will have something unique about it. So far it's a little bit hard to follow what's happening, because I don't know why, but I'm very confused when and which character is talking, and yeah, there's much happening in that book. But we have very strange police officer who has a lot of dream catchers in his room, around 90 I think, who he hanged from the ceiling on the wardrobes and so on. So he's a little bit strange. That book author is yeah, he has some trauma, I think, from the childhood. Now we find out that his family is somehow very strange, and I think now we will have some story about that. So there's a lot of information, a little bit info dumpy at the moment, but hopefully it will turn out well. It's interesting, and that's great. So that's are the plans for now. I think that's all the books that I'm reading in the moment. No, I still have one. I read that on my phone and I don't have it around me, but that is a poetry collection, I think. I don't remember the author and I don't remember the title, but I also got that book on the NetGalley, and I'm now around in the middle of that book, and it's very depressing if you value your mental health. So I don't think it's very good for you, because first chapter it talks about suicide, and I think at the moment that topic is a little bit romanticized in those poems, so I feel a little bit icky about that. I have myself a lot of mental health issues, so I can speak from my experience when I read it and what I feel when I read those stories, those poems. They are written beautifully, but I don't know if it's good for you if you have some issues. So that are the books that I will try to tackle this weekend. I think I will go and continue listening for the Stalker now, because I have to do some tidying around the house. And when I finish it, and if I finish it today, I'm pretty sure that I will finish it in 1 hour. So I think I will start listening for the classic this time, and it will be Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. And in this one we have Anna Karenina and her life, and that's all I know about it. To be honest, it's very loved story by many classical story readers, and it's by Leo Tolstoy. It can't be written wrong, I think. So I think it's now time for me to try to read it. I know that it's a very sad story with a sad ending, so I have to be prepared for this one, but I would like to start listening for that one. So now it's all the books that I will try to read this weekend. If there will be some changes, pretty sure there will be, I will update you then. So like I said, I finished this one in half an hour and I loved it. I gave it 5 stars. It's just perfection in my in my eyes. I love this thriller. It was definitely thrilling, and I want to read all books that is written by Lars Kepler, and there is still few for me to pick up, and I will definitely collect all of them, because now I'm pretty sure he is one of my favorite thriller authors. I'm now convinced with yet another great book by him. So yeah, so now I think I will just go and update my reading journal and then start listening for Anna Karenina, because I still have a lot to tidy. I decided to actually do the 72 hours readathon because I'm in a mood for reading. At the moment I'm listening Anna Karenina, and I'm pretty sad that I haven't picked that book earlier because it's very interesting. I really enjoy reading it, and I'm already well into the book, and I think now I'm introduced with all the characters that will be in this huge novel. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. I've listened for around 2 hours of it, so yeah, still 16 almost hours left, so it will take I think all weekend for me to listen for that one. But I think now I will just turn on my watch. Seems like I can't use 72 hours on my phone, but I can start with 24 hours, and after that we will continue just with it. So yeah, my readathon officially starts now. So I think I will go and do some more cross stitching and listen for the audio before I have to go and pick up my son from the kindergarten. So I just have finished reading the Black Butler by Yana Toboso, and I think I will give it 2 stars. I won't be continuing with the series, unfortunately, because I didn't like the story was boring to me. The art style was absolutely messy, and majority of the time I even didn't understand what was portrayed in those in the art. The art style is just not for me, so happy that I'm done with it, and now I can forget about the series and continue with reading something else. Hello, it's now Saturday already and it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I forgot to charge my battery, so I couldn't do the update before that, but there's not that much to update you on. I actually, all morning, I continued listening for the Anna Karenina, and I really enjoy that story. Although there's sometimes a little bit hard to follow which character is which, because there's a lot of them. But yeah, nonetheless, I really like that story, and now we have around 1 hour left for our I think you can't see anything, but it's 50 minutes left for the first 24 hours of our readathon, and I think I did well for those 24 hours. I finished a few books and I started a few yesterday. I don't remember if I told you, but I started reading Nimona, and I'm now in the page 82, so I have a feeling that I can finish it today. But at the moment I really want to cross stitch and continue listening for that Anna Karenina book, so that's the plan. Maybe I will take a pause from cross stitching afterwards and continue reading this one, but I think so far so good. So it's now almost 7:30 in the afternoon, and I was listening for the Anna Karenina all day, so I think now I will take a pause on that one for today at least, and continue tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow I can finish it. And I'm out of breath because I went to get my parcel that I've got today, and it is a few books that I not ordered but bought from one lady here in Norway. And these two are a classical stories, classic very beautiful Lithuanian edition. One of them is Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. Look how beautiful this book is. I'm very happy with it. It's beautifully made. Happy to have this one in my collection. Another one is, let me see the original title at once. The Novels and Miscellaneous Works of Daniel Defoe. This one. And it's also very beautiful book. And now I have few books in this style, so my collection now is growing. Very happy about that. Hello, it's now Sunday, it's 10:11, and we still have 3 hours of our readathon. I said that it will be 72 hours readathon, but I think 48 hours will be enough for me. So yeah, still 3.5 hours to reading, and I read this at the moment. I have a cup of coffee and I would like to finish reading this one. I'm now on the page 206, so there's not much left for me to read, and it's okay-ish. We have a villain who is not that big of a villain, and his psychic Nimona, and it's just okay-ish story about friendship and about loyalty and so on. So I think I will give it 3 stars. Maybe the ending will change my mind, but for now it's solid 3 stars, this one. And after I will finish this one, maybe I will pick up another graphic novel. I would like to read this time Mooncakes, so maybe that will be the next graphic novel for me. And I of course want to listen to more of Anna Karenina, because I really love that book. That one is great. So that are the plans for the rest of the readathon and the rest of the weekend. So like I said, I finished reading Nimona and I gave it 3 stars. The ending was very predictable and it wasn't the greatest of stories that I have ever read. So solid 3 stars. But now I will try to read Mooncakes by Wendy Xu and Suzanne Walker. And this one we will have to creatures, the witch, and I think it will be a werewolf, and it will be the adventures of them too. I'm guessing. I haven't read the synopsis of this book, so we will see if I will be surprised. I heard a lot of good things about this one, so hopefully I will be one of those who will like this book. So now I'm officially done with the 48-hour readathon, and I think it will be the end of the blog as well, because I want to go and start editing it. From the last update that I talked to you, I did some baking, and of course I forgot to film, but that is the result. I made some cinnamon rolls and some buns with meat in it, so I was a little bit occupied. However, I listened a little bit of Anna Karenina, and also I started reading Mooncakes. I'm now on the page 70 and I really like the story. I didn't expect it to be LGBTQIA+, but it's a very pleasant surprise and I love it so far. Happy to read it. So what I have done in these 48 hours, so I finished reading The Stalker by Lars Kepler. I gave that one 5 stars. I finished reading Black Butler. I gave that one 2 stars. It wasn't my favorite. I also read Nimona. I finished that one and I gave that one 3 stars. It as well wasn't the best story I have ever read. However, like I said, this one, hopefully, it will be in the 5-star range. And I made some buns, cinnamon rolls. So that was a quite good 48 hours, I think, if I can say so myself. So I think for now that will be it. So consider subscribing, give this video a thumbs up, and we will see each other in my next one. Bye!